Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for you today and back with another Tesla weekly video for you and the last one of this quarter. This means we're going to get the deliveries and production number in the next coming days. Now in this video, I want to talk about the recent announcements made by companies that have joined the North American charging standard, some numbers out of China, out of Europe as well. Goldman Sachs analyst note the chart at the end, and some fun news here that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are apparently allowed to have their so-called fight at the Colosseum. I said this is probably a move from Italy to maybe attract Elon to invest in Italy and not in other countries such as France, who have their own issues right now. So let's first start with some projected numbers when it comes to the Tesla deliveries. So Piloli made this graph, took it from past results, from Troy Tesla, FactSet, Bloomberg, Investors Relation compiled, and then the actual delivery numbers. And then he also compared the Tesla stock's reaction and Nasdaq's reaction as well. As you can see, in the past, FactSet has always been a bit too positive on the number. Overall, Troy Tesla has been basically close to spot on average if you take all the reports, all the quarters. And so right now I do think he has 448,000 for deliveries. I think that's his number, and 471,000 for production or something like that. So remains to be seen what happens. And of course remains to be seen what happens with the stock after that news. And now let's start with the companies that have joined the North American charging standard. Number one, of course, following Volvo, no surprises there, Polestar. So Polestar will adopt North American charging standard to enable access to Tesla supercharger network in the United States and in Canada. And I'll keep on saying this, I really like the look of their cars. So they say here, this is a great win for our North American customers. We salute the pioneering work Tesla has done to speed up the adoption and increase the popularity of electric vehicles. And it's great to see the supercharger network being made available in this way. With 12,000 charging points today, a number that will keep growing, this move will greatly increase the rate of EV adoption in a key automotive region. And as with the other companies, from 2025, new Polestar vehicles sold in the United States, in North America actually, will be equipped with the North American charging standard charging port by default. Adapters to help allow existing Polestar drivers to access the network in a convenient way are expected mid-2024. Then we had some more news, so Electrify America will become part of the North American charging standard. So Electrify America said that it will add Tesla NACS connector to Electrify America and Electrify Canada's fast charging networks by 2025. The company also added that it has no plans to remove the existing combined charging system from its network. The CCS plug will continue to operate alongside the NACS connector in Electrify America's charging network. And if you didn't know, Electrify America is a subsidiary of Volkswagen AG, which, by the way, we also got the news that Volkswagen is in talks with Tesla to adopt NACS connector. So Volkswagen confirmed that it is in talks with Tesla to adopt the NACS connector for its electric vehicles in North America. A spokesperson said in an email, Volkswagen Group and its brand are currently evaluating the implementation of the Tesla North American charging standard for its North American customers. Now they did say brand, which could mean that all Volkswagen, Audi and Porsche brands might adopt it simultaneously. And last thing with regards to the charging network, we had a report from JD Power, Tesla chargers more reliable than competitors. And so it's no surprise that Ford, General Motors, Rivian, Volvo, now Polestar, Electrify America, potentially Volkswagen Group as well, all struck a deal to add Tesla's NACS connectors. Now if you're enjoying this type of videos so far, I really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not, thank you very much. We're trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. So let's start with the numbers out of China. We've had new weekly insured numbers. That number reached 16,700 for the week of June 19 until 25. And yes, of course, record out of China. And this will probably make Q2 a record overall. Now, if we move to Europe, we got some numbers. Of course, next week I'll update you with the full numbers from June. Now, currently European daily reporting markets in June, as you can see in the last week, well, the week that we've just passed, there was still a big push in the countries you see there. So Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Spain, Netherlands, Norway, and Italy. And some more interesting news out of Europe, Tesla will probably be collecting more data for FSD in Europe. So this is a screenshot, this is in German, but I can translate that. So on the top left, it basically said, our commitment to you, your data will not be sold to third parties for any purpose whatsoever, period. Underneath it, we apply precision anonymization, such as blurring the external camera data. Then top right, we use the data to develop new safety and comfort functions. At the bottom right, if no safety critical event occurs, the camera data will not be linked to your chassis number. And then all the way at the bottom, you can basically toggle that on or off. So allow autopilot analytics and improvement. We are constantly working to improve safety features and make autonomous driving a reality for you. You can support Tesla in this work by sharing information. So of course, pretty exciting news for all European Tesla owners. Then, you probably heard it already, Tesla is trying advertising, not in the traditional way on TV, etc. Maybe that will come. But Yashu found that, well, Tesla is advertising on Google already. So these promoted, sponsored links that you see, well, Tesla is using that right now. Currently 18 ads were launched, maybe more in the future. As for a little boost for this stock, we had a note from Goldman Sachs. So Tesla received a price increase from Goldman Sachs ahead of its Q2 delivery report. The firm downgraded its rating to hold, but raised its price target by 34%. Say even though he downgraded his rating from buy to hold, he raised his price target from $185 to $248, which is obviously less than the price it is right now. The analyst took into account the new share price and the recent strong growth as a result of almost 3 weeks of a rally. The analyst wrote that while the market is now more confident in the stock for the long-term opportunities after the recent rally, he pointed to the challenging new car environment that persists and is likely to put pressure on Tesla's non-GAAP gross margins this year. As we've seen in the past, when the stock price moves pretty fast in any direction, usually analysts have to upgrade it and write something in their memo to justify the new price target change. Now, before we go and look at the graph, inventory levels in the United States. Yes, this is an error here. This is incorrect and incomplete because there was an issue with the API. So don't look at this as a huge drop. No, but there was a drop because after, I believe he said after 24th of June, the data should be correct. So we have seen a drop in basically most models, if not all, and this is United States inventory. So pretty good way to end the quarter. Then last thing here, the graph. I'm here on the daily chart. Why? Because I want to show you that at the beginning of the week, we were actually red. We were just over the 20-day moving average, which also means that we filled a little bit of that gap from the start of June. We did not go under 240, so there's still a little gap here, but not that big anymore. After that, little reversal, got back over $260. So on the daily chart, MACD is bearish here. RSI is high but not overbought. And if you look at the weekly chart, basically a bit of the same, just that the MACD is extremely bullish. So overall, that will be it for the last video of this quarter when it comes to Tesla weekly videos. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.